Welcome back to Further Solutions Academy. Don't forget to share to your friends, subscribe if you have not subscribed before, and leave a comment after viewing this video, for moderation. On this video, I'll be walking you on the application of integration, which is, I'll be talking about a boundary. Let me just talk about it. Boundary or bounded curve. Let me put this bounded curve. Now, that's what I will be talking about, bounded curve. That is what I'm going to be talking about as far as this video is. By the end of this video, you will understand what is called bounded curve. We have a lot of videos on integration, like 16 videos, like, is it 16 or? Yes, 16 videos on integration. You can come here, both normal level and advanced level of integration, wherever you want to. Now, before I come to real reality of this video, I have some questions posted from one of my good students, like I need to explain it, but I will give two cases, the one of that I'll be having in this form and the one of quadratic equation. Quadratic equation can come in this form, depends on what you are asked to do. Now, this can be a boundary, do you get me right? And this also is a boundary. Now, that's what I'm going to be working on as far as this video is concerned. By the end of this video, you understand the two cases. Now, there are polynomial cases also. I may not touch that area because of my time. I may not be able to touch that area. Now, when we talk about the boundary, just note that you are talking about, let me quickly rub this, please. Permit me to rub this. I'm talking about the area under a curve. Now, under my handwriting, this is how. Now, what I need to do is that take note of this information because it will guide us as far as this video is concerned. These are two curves. There are two graphs. The first graph, I have something like this. Now, let me increase this too. Now, and the next one, the second one, I have something like this. Now, take note of this information very well. The first one, this is just like, I have something like this. Now, this is my area that I'm referring to. Now, I have my A, I have my B. Now, look at this. This one will be my A, this one will be my B. Now, these two are bounded, which I'm talking about. Now, take note of this information very well. If you can understand this, you can solve any problem on integration. The only thing you need to understand is how to sketch. Now, which is, we have videos on how to sketch a given problem already. Now, at this point, what I need to do is that the area, which I'm talking about, will be equals to area of what? Upper limit minus or lower limit, and the function f of x equals to, which is, I'll do the integration. After I integrate, I'll be having something like this. Now, we all know what the implication of this thing. It means upper limit minus lower limit. Now, why this one? The area of this one will be what? Area of this area in this place will be equals to, what I need to do is that my A minus B. Now, my A minus B, that is what you need to do here. Now, can you see the two cases? Now, I will try as much as possible, if time permits me, to show one or two examples. Now, let's see what you are going to be talking about. Now, what you just need to understand at this video, at this point, you need to understand how to integrate, and you need to understand what is called definite integral. Definite, we have two branches of integral. We have definite and indefinite integral. Now, take note of these two informations. Now, okay, look at this problem. Look at this problem. Now, I'm referring to this problem. I have okay, look at this question. Now, look at this problem. It's a very simple problem that somebody can ask you anywhere. Now, look at this very simple question. What I need to do is that, just calm down. there are things you need to do here as far as this question is concerned. The first thing, you find the turning point. The second thing, you find whether it's maximum or minimum. And lastly, you need to know maybe the other point, the turning point, and those are the things you need to know anyway. Now, if I were you, I will start by solving the problem like this. Look at me. The first thing is what? Y equals to x minus 8x squared. No, sorry. The third thing you need to know the cutoff, where it's cut off the root. The root on x. That's what I'm trying to understand. I need to talk about that. Then will be equals to 8 minus 2x. Now, at turning point, please think of that. This dy, the x equals to 0. Take note of that. It means 8 minus 2x equals to 0. My x will be equals to what? 4. That is what I'm going to be having. Now, at turning point, value of y will be, now it means value of y, okay, will be y equals to 8 bracket of 4 minus 4 squared minus 12. Now, it means you put the value of x at turning point to the real equation, which I will be talking about. It means 32, 16, and 12, which it will be equals to 4. Now, it means my turning point now, will be equals to 4, 4. Please, anytime you are dealing with coordinates, x must be first. X must be the one you are considering first. Take note of those things. Very, very important. The next thing you need to do, determine whether it's what? Maximum. Determine whether is maximum or minimum. Now, take note of these two information. If it is maximum, take note of this. Now, maximum, this square y all over the x squared will be greater than is 0. It means we are talking about what? Minimum. If this square y, it will be less than is 0, we are talking about what? Maximum. Take note of this. Now, if I do second derivative of this thing, it means the square y will be equals to, I want to differentiate this once more, which is going to be what? Minus 2. Minus 2 is less than 0. Is less than 0, which is going to be what? Maximum. Please take note of that. Take note. How do I know whether it's maximum? What do you understand by maximum or minimum? There are two types of quadratic equation. The one that has minus, when you have ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, now equals to y. At this point, this is known as most maximum graph. Now, when you plot this graph, it will come in this form. Now, when you have it in form of x squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, this is known as minimum. Think of that. Now, it's been just attachments of what? Of minus. If I want to do it very well, once I check this equation, there is minus here. Since I know that it is minus, surely I will know that what? It is a maximum. Please take note of those things very well. They are very powerful information that you need to have as a mathematics student. So that when you get to higher institution, you'll be very fine. Now, the next thing you need to do is that intersection point. Now, how do I know that point of intersection intersects at x axis? Now, at x axis, it means at this point, what I just need, I need a purely root. I need root of the equation. How do I get the root of the equation? I will come here, x squared minus x equals to what? Y. It will be equal to 0 because I'm working towards root at this point. Now, at this point, I will be having minus s squared minus 8x minus 12 equals to 0, which is plus. Now, this I'm talking about, I can now, okay, what am I saying? Yes. Okay, now, what can I do? I'm talking about this. It means I can increase this by having, to have it normal, I have something like this, which is going to be minus, this will be plus, here will be minus, and here will be plus. Take note of those things, they are very important. Now, what can I add to get, and also to get that? If I have minus is minus 2, it will be giving me what I want. It means x squared minus 2x minus 6x minus plus 12 equals to 0. It means I don't need to stress myself. X minus 6 and x minus 2 equals to 0. It means my x equals to 6 or 2. Now, at this point, my s equals to 6 or 2. Now, intercept at y. Note, intercept at y. Now, how do I do for y? What you just need to do, x will be equals to what? Is 0. X will be equals to 0. It means I'll be having y equals to, I have 8 bracket of 0 minus 8 squared minus 12. It means intercept at y will be equals to what? Minus 12. Now, all I need, I have it already. The first thing, I have my turning point as what? My turning point, because I have to rub this, it will be what? 4,4. What else is a maximum? Is maximum, which is going to be, what else? I think all I need is already given. Now, please permit me to rub one part of the video, of the board, which need to be this part. Now, the next thing I need to do, I want to sketch, which I want to sketch the graph. I will have the graph in this form. Sorry, I'm sketching, I'm not plotting anyway. There are different between sketching and plotting. Now, it intercepts at minus 12. This is going to be minus 12. And we are talking about what? 2 and 6. Don't forget, turning point is what? 2. This thing, 2 and 6. And the next thing we are talking about turning point. My turning point is 4 and 4. This will be 4 and 4. It's a coordinate. It means it will come here and come here. That is my 4 and 4. Now, and of 12, it intersects at 12. Sorry, I'm sketching, no, I'm not plotting. Take note of that. Now, the area I'm talking about is here. That is the area bounded with. That is the area. That is all. Now, how do I get my area? My area of bounded region will be equals to, from here to here, minus, it means I will be talking about what? From here to here, which is going to be integral of upper limit and lower limit. It means 2 to 6, the function, the x, minus, also this to this, which is going to be what? I'm having integral of what? 2 to 0, f of given, which is x. That is in the area I'm referring to. By so doing this, we all know that my f of x, permit me to rub this. Please, can you understand what I'm trying to explain at this point? Now, the area that I'm talking about, it means I'll be talking about the function is equals to, which is the area will be integral of 2 to 6. I will be having 8x minus x squared minus 12 dx minus, I have integral of 0 to 2, 8x, which is, that is what I'm going to have. That's what I'm going to have. Since I have this, I can now go on my integration. With the help of my integration, I'll be having, don't forget, upper limit minus lower limit. This is my lower limit, this is my upper limit, lower and upper. Now, this one will be giving me 8, I'll be having 8x squared divided by 2 minus s3 divided by 3 minus 12 bracket of 6 comma minus, I will do the same thing here, 8s divided by minus s3 divided by 3 minus x, this is going to be x, sorry, bracket of what, 2 comma 0. Now, at this point, my upper limit minus what, lower limit. We all know what is called upper and what, lower limit. If I still do that, now, what you just need, my upper of this will be equals to, just put 6, this one will be 4, for instance, 4 bracket of 6 squared minus, this one will be 6 raised to power 3 divided by 3 and minus 6, 12 bracket of 6. Now, this is my upper limit. Now, minus lower limit. Lower limit will be equals to 2, which will be what? 4 bracket of 2 squared minus 2 raised to power 3 divided by 3 minus 12 bracket of 2. Now, it means on this, at this point, I'll be having, if I should guess right, I'll be talking about something on, here will be 144 minus, I have 216 divided by 3 minus 72, which I'll be having minus, that also will give me 16 minus 8 all over minus 24, which I'll be having, by so doing this, I'll be having Jesus. Now it will be equals to, I'll be very fast at this point, it will be equals to 8. Everything here will become 0. Take note of that. Here will become 0. Yes, to become 0. Now here will be equals to hey, what am I going to have? 8 minus 8 all over 8 minus 8 all over 3. That will be minus bracket of okay. I mean, yes, what am I saying here? Bracket of that will be minus bracket of 8 all over 3, which I'll be having, sorry, I have to be very, very careful. Minus is here also. Sorry, I'll be having minus, which is going to be minus, which is going to be 32. We have 32 all over 3 square units. Okay, square units, because it's an area. Now I will do the same thing for the second one. At the second one, what I need to do, everything will become, the lower part, it will become 0. It means I'll be having this, what I'm having here, it means I'll be having 8, which will be 4 bracket of 2 minus 2 raised to power 3 all over 3 minus 12 bracket of 2 minus this one will become definitely is 0. 4 bracket of 0 minus 0 all over. This is 3 all over 2, 3, 12 bracket of 0, which everything you can see becomes 0. I don't need to stress myself. Is this side I'm having some things with, which I'll be having, it will definitely be 32. It will definitely be 32 also. 32 all over 3. Definitely 32 over 3 because of the same thing. Now, yes, that is going to be 32 all over 3. Now, since I have that, it means the area that I'm talking about will be equals to, okay, the area that I'll be talking about, okay, the area I'll be talking about now is now, don't forget, here is unit squared, square unit. Now, don't forget that the area of this will be equals to 2 to 6 f of x, the x, minus integral of this to this. Yes, this will be minus, don't forget that, which it will be minus. Now, yes, now. Okay, now, okay, here will be minus, here will be minus. Now, it means I'll be having f of x, the x, will be equals to, what do you have in the first place? I have 32 all over 2, minus minus become plus, 32 all over what, 2, which my answer will be 64 all over 3. This is 3, this is not 2, all over 3. Okay, which is unit square, unit square, unit square. That is all about that. Can you see? It's very, very simple. Now, before the time goes, let me quickly explain another part of this, you know, for better understanding. Now, let me quickly explain the other part because of time. Let me quickly explain the other part of the problem. Now, look at this problem. Now, look at this problem. It's a very simple one. What you just need to do is another way of setting this type of problem. This time around, the question is very straightforward. But this thing, there are some questions that will be mixed up in form of what? X squared equals to y minus 3. Take note of this thing. It's not proper. You have to rearrange it by having y equals to x squared plus 3. Please, if at all there is a question, the question that was sent to me, it was like in form of that. Please take note of that. Okay, now when I have something like this, the first thing is point of intersection. Point of intersection. Now, point of intersection, which my point of intersection will be equals to s squared plus 1 equals to 7 plus 7. I mean x plus 7, which is this y equals to y. That is the point of intersection. Now, I'll be having s squared minus x plus 1 minus 7 equals to 0, which I'll be having minus 6. Take note of that, minus 6. Now, it means if I define the quadratic equation, I'll be having x plus 2, x, I just factorize, equals to 0. It means x will be equals to minus 2 or 3. Now, take note of this. This is minus 2 or 3. The next thing I need to do is that I will come to this this equation. Why? Because this one is curve. Why this one is a straight line? Take note of that. It's a straight line. Now, we have curve and straight line. How do I know it's curve? This one is powering 2. This one is powering 1. This one is called, we call it a linear graph. While this one is called quadratic graph. And you know the nature of quadratic graph. Quadratic graph is always in two cases, maximum and minimum. Now, take note of those things. If you don't understand, check our quadratic equation for better understanding. Now, I will be having x squared plus 1. At turning point, the y, the x equals to 0. Take note of that. It means I'll be having 2x equals to 0, which is I'll differentiate. 2x equals to 0. It means my s equals to 0. Put that equals to what? X squared plus 1, which it will be implies is 0 squared plus 1. It means my y equals to 1. Now, the coordinate is 0, 1. Is 0, 1. The next thing I need to get for, I want to start, maybe is maximum or minimum. Now, which it will be equals to, differentiate this second time, it will be equals to 2, which is greater than 0. Now, which is called minimum graph. Minimum graph. Now, that is the next thing I need to understand. That is very important. Since I know my minimum, maximum, I will now come here, and the point of intersection, I will come here and have the graph. This is where the graph is. Now, is a maximum graph. Is a maximum, I'm sketching, not plotting anything. Is a maximum graph. Why? Because is a minimum graph, it will give me what? A cap. Now, that is very, and the turning point is 0, 1. It means if this is going to be 0, here will be what? Y of 1. It means this is my turning point. Now, and it means I cannot sketch if I do not get it right. Now, you will notice that if you find the quadratic roots of this function, it will be equals to, plus or minus 1, root of 1. Now, it means it will be equals to something like this. It will be like this. Take note of that. Now, the next thing I need to find is that we are told that is this place, Now, I will now come here. We have quadratic plus 1 rather, and linear s plus 7. Now, what should I do to that? When my x is at 2, when my x is at 2 here, when my x is at 2, it means I'll be having 4 plus this, x is equals to 2 minus 2, my y will be equals to what? My y will be equals to plus 5. Yes. It means I'll be having, let's assume I'm having my minus 2 here, and plus 5 will be somewhere here. That is how it will be. Oh, sorry, permit me, I'm sketching anyway. Plus 5 is coming. Now, I'm just telling you how it comes. Now, come here. When my s is minus 2, this one will be what? 5. It means s equals to minus 2, y will be equals to what? 5. S equals to minus 2, here will be 5. Yes. And the next thing is that when my x is 3, when my x is 3, what happened to my y? My y will be equals to, we have 3 plus 7, it will be equals to 10. Y equals to 10. Now, sorry, I'm sketching anyway. If I remove, sorry, permit me to remove, this part. Sorry for the question. Now, it means, let's assume it increased like this, and this is my 5 and 2. Now, oh, wow. Sorry, we have to manage my hand. I'm just trying to be able to understand this. It means this is my 3. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Now, the area that I need is this part. That's all. Now, since I have the area, what I need to do, area enclosed will be equals to, how do I find my area enclosed? It means it will be equals to integral of minus 2 to 3, because minus 2 to what? To 3. This is 3. Now, it will be the function. Now, at this point, you are using this particular function because everything you are talking about is here, which I'll be having x squared minus x minus 6 bracket of the x. Now, I can now do the same thing, what I did on the other part of the question, which by so doing the integration, you get what you're supposed to get, which by God's grace, if you find the integration very well, because of time, I'll be having 225 all over 6, yes, square units, square units. Okay, I'll be stopping here. Don't forget you are home with Further Solutions Academy. Thanks for watching.